So one of the things I want to talk about is going vegetarian while I'm here. Back, the people I used to hang out with, uh, you know, last year, this year, they're all highly conscious, uh, and diet is something that is like a priority to the point where, uh, they're like I have a few friends that openly preach like vegetarianism or veganism and varying degrees of like audacity with it would be a good word, like, and I've tried it, like the good thing about it is I've cultivated a relationship and a greater degree of respect for vegetables in general. you know um, they have sort of and I've been able to experientially know the benefit of what it's like, eating a heavy meal with meat, and then going into like this food coma and slowing down, whereas eating like a light meal with like fresh greens and like just getting totally buzzed and like bzah, like just working for like a couple hours, and like the difference there, that education came from, like my friends, which is cool. But the thing is, like, I was never really able to go completely vegetarian. Like, I've always really felt the balance, and I really like meat, and if listening to my body, like, it's definitely something that, like, works with me, right? And, anyways, going from such a place, such a country with these, like, pretty much like spick and span hygiene standards and food preparation standards and like top of the line cleanliness, all that, to countries that don't have the same degree of sort of like checks and balances there, and just not really knowing this is a great place or a great opportunity to slide more vegetarian. uh, I'll give you an example. On the bus ride out, we stopped for a minute to fuel up, and all these vendors came on, and I didn't really understand. I thought it was part of the trip, because I remember reading somewhere that these bus rides will include a meal, and so all these vendors came on, and they're like, oh, hey, and they're basically like throwing the stuff in our hands, and I didn't really get it at first, that it was like, you had to pay for it until after they put it in my hands. And I had this one piece, like these two pieces of chicken on a stick, and one was good, one was white meat, and then the other one was unidentifiable. I bit into it, and it didn't go anywhere. It was like rubber, and I looked at it, and there was like this weird, like, it was totally I've never seen anything like it before, and I didn't end up eating it, and I was like, okay, good, that's great. But, moving towards, I've been pretty much eating a lot of curries, and I've been seeking out vegetarian places, which is good, like eating tofu. Don't really care for it, but whatever, it's better than unidentified, whatever you want to call it, from, wherever part of the animal it's from. On the other hand, and this was always the problem back where I come from, is that, being here, I recognize the value of supporting the local farmers and just the local culture in general. And there's all these really small, like, stands, like these little movable stands, and they got like a couple chairs outside, and they're just basically cooking up food right there. I walked past one yesterday, and it just smelled so good, and they were cooking up this like meat on a stick, and it just, the way it smelled, and I stopped, and it was 8 baht, which is like pennies, like, I don't even, it's like 3 cents or something like that, and it was so fire. It was like, I bit into it, I was like, and it was so delicious, the sauce that was with it, and just the way, and, like, it had fat in there, but it tasted really good, and, that was always my problem, too, back, I just really like the taste of meat, but, but really, the priority is moving towards, like, local, trying to maintain, like, cultivate a relationship with vegetables, and at the same time move into cultivating a relationship with the local culture and the local cuisine, while maintaining my health and well-being. That's sort of the win-win-win balance.